Kia ora. Ke te pēhea koutou. I pressed the wrong button there, but you get that. I'm just teeing that up for later because I want track 9. Good morning. It's Ram, in case you hadn't guessed. Michael here, with an attempt to keep you up to date with a few things that might be going on in our region, and there are many things going on, and you might feel more inclined to get out now that the weather's improving. Of course, you know, people say the weather's improving. We need all types of weather, don't we? And cold weather's good, bit of rain's good, but I'm ready for what we've got coming up, which is slightly sunnier days. Anyway, what can you do on these slightly sunnier days? Well, one thing that I think is a really great event to get to is the Riversdale Dune Restoration event. Yeah, get out to Riversdale and help clean things up. What does that involve? You turn up to the Riversdale Beach Surf Club on Friday at 10 a.m, and this runs until 12:30. It's part of Conservation Week. Did you know that it was Conservation Week? It's not only Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, it's also Conservation Week. So the Coastal Ecosystem Education Session and Practical Session in Dunes, you got that? Doing ecological weeding and potentially netting some natives to protect from predation of rabbits. Depending on availability, they're going to have a pest animal officer talk about pest control. So it's 10 o'clock at the Riversdale Surf Lifesaving Club and in the dunes. Wairarapa school students will be the main participants, but you'll be there too, won't you? Good on you. The public or other local schools are also welcome. 40 places maximum on this, and Wairarapa school are going to bring 25. So you better register. How do you do that? You get, all right. The person's name, I will spell it for you. Capital K, OLJA dot Schvaller, SCHALLER. I'll do that again. KOLJA dot SCHALLER at gw.gov.nz. This might be easier though. Here's a phone number, 022 068 5424. I'm going to say it again, 022 068 5424. So sometimes it's a bit tricky when you get a phone number on the radio, don't you? You don't have anything to note it down, or you haven't got your phone out quickly enough to enter it in. But really, I do think that's a really good initiative that they're doing out there at Riversdale. Hey, the Wairarapa singers, you know, every so often they come up with, they've got these set events they do through the course of the year, but they're always big, aren't they? They're a massive choir. I think they're up to about 80 at the moment. And they're getting together with another group. I think it's I'll find it. It's further down there. I think it's a children's choir. So they're doing their 20th century choral classics at St. Matthew's Anglican Church, which is on Church Street, just down there, because we're on Church Street here at Arrow FM. It's Friday at 7 o'clock and Saturday at 1 in the afternoon. When I say Friday and Saturday, the reason I don't say today is because you might be watching it or listening to it tomorrow. So I've got to say the days rather than just today or tomorrow, because you'll get confused, right? Friday at 7 o'clock, Saturday at 1 o'clock. This is their spring performance, and I'm feeling that way too. 7 works from the 20th century. To get in is $33.75. You can go to 0800 buy ticks, or you can take your chances and turn up and do it on the door. So what are those pieces? You've got John Rutter's Mass for Children, beautifully written for voices and superbly orchestrated. Skillful writing for soloists, choirs and musicians with this sensitive interweaving of the various Latin and English texts. And you've also got Adiemos, composed by Carl Jenkins, that was premiered in a Delta Airlines television commercial that people liked so much he decided to have a look at it and turn it into something a bit bigger. Yeah. Agnus Dei, which we all know isn't, George Dei's wife Agnes, it's Agnus Dei, meaning Lamb of God. It's a choral composition in one movement by Samuel Barber, his own arrangement of his Adagio for strings. Mother and Child, from the world-acclaimed composer Sir John Tavener, creating an ethereal mood of contemplation. Lux Aurumque, Light and Gold. Who composed that? Eric Whiteacre. Seal Lullaby, also composed by Eric Whiteacre. I don't know if they're having seals along specially for that. I think it's probably just a bit too much work, isn't it? Because you've got to keep them hydrated and things. So that'll probably be sung by the choir. I don't know if they're going to be going, or, but we'll see. And Tau o Te Ate, a new piece composed by Morgan Andrew King from Wellington, and they're proud to offer this world premiere. So just to reiterate, that's 20th century choral classics from the Wairarapa Singers on at St Matthew's Anglican Church, 35 Church Street, Friday, 7 o'clock, and Saturday, 1 o'clock. Is it time for some music, while I get my head together? Not that I'll ever really get it together, but I'll get it in an approximation of togetherness. Let's have Moana and the Moa Hunters with Akona Te Reo.
It's time to.
Akona Te Reo.
It's time to.
Akona Te Reo.
It's time to.
Akona Te Reo.
Educate.
to the future and you will see life doesn't have to stay this way. Tomorrow make a start, though the better is today. It's a global thing, been happening for a while. Eminem do it in a funky fresh style. Going back to the roots, it's where it's at. No, it's not hard to do, just got to attack the facts that surround you here with song to get you in the mood. Doesn't take imagination in a situation. New generation, influence the nation. Cinematic pride, could be strapped up inside. Friends together, sisters, brothers, learning to a groove. Yes, we are here to get you on the move. Such a lot to learn, at fingers touch. At first glance may not be much, but it's knowing where you come from, where you going to.
Yes, it is time to akona te reo Māori, not just because it's te wiki o te reo Māori, but because te reo is one of the official languages of New Zealand. We all live here together, and it's about time we all learned as much as we can. So ke te whakarongo koe ki a Arrow FM. Welcome to Arrow FM. And what can I tell you? Hey, if you're listening live, great. If you're watching on the telly, that'll be a bit later. You might have gone to our webpage to get the podcast. So, ko tā mātou wahi tau pai tukutuku ko arrowfm.co.nz. I was just saying that's our website address, arrowfm.co.nz, and then you can go to a program page or the podcast page and pick up this program a bit later, or one of our many and diverse programs here on your community access. I was going to say radio station, but, you know, we're more of a media channel, aren't we? I got to get back on to things that are happening. This is something that happens regularly. It's the Super Soul School, Te Kura Whakaora Māori, at the Wairarapa Community Centre, which is on at Sundays. Sundays, you see, it's an ongoing thing, 12:30. What is that? It says detach EP. Oh. All right. I see, detach EPs. Convert divine soul energy, strengthen emotional intelligence, discern prejudicial behaviour and vocabulary. That's Eileen Hayata. She used to do a program here. So she's doing Super Soul School at the Wairarapa Community Centre. Contact them to see if it's still happening. What else? I think we're on to Saturday now. And just to remind you, the September market from the Wairarapa Green Dollar Exchange will be held at the Senior Citizens Hall in Cole Street, Masterton, 10 till 2 on Saturday. All the usual stuff. By the way, they accept New Zealand dollars, green dollars, and Wise vouchers for their goods. They don't have FPOS, but, you know, you got to have one of those things with you. Barbecue sausages outside, hot coffees inside, along with a variety of stall holders and goods inside, including arts and crafts, jewellery, woodwork, clothing, baking, jams and spreads, goat's milk, soaps, decoupage, cards, stained glass and more, even some pre-loved bargains for the garage sale fans. All right, so that's Saturday at the Senior Citizens Hall in Cole Street, Masterton, from 10 until 2, the Wairarapa Green Dollar Exchange Market. Also on Saturday at Heartland Services in Pahiatua is the Diabetes Take Action Healthy Living Series. Worth going to if you have got diabetes or you know somebody. Check it out. I never thought I'd say check it out. I'm not that kind of guy. But I just did. Anyway, it's free. Saturday from 9:30 till 11:30, the Healthy Living with Diabetes Management course is held over 3 sessions. While we recommend, when I say we, I mean they recommend attending all modules. Sessions can be completed individually. Tea, coffee and a snack are provided in sessions 1 and 3. Module 2 involves a short education session before going on to a supermarket. Makes sense, eh? Look, here are some things you want to avoid. Yeah, check the labels, see what the sugar content is, all that sort of thing. So you can register on Heartland Services website or Diabetes Trust, www.diabetestrust.org.nz. That's all one word, Diabetes Trust. Then you put a .org.nz. Right. That is Saturday at Heartland Services on Mangahau Road, Pahiatua. Saturday, 9:30. Hey, the Cougars are coming to Norsewood. I tell you what, Norsewood host a lot of really great events, don't they? The Cougars are a klezmer band. I think I'll just check. It's, by the way, it's at the old dairy factory, which is Hodving Street, Norsewood, on Saturday at 8 o'clock. So the Kugels are coming to the old dairy factory in Norsewood at 8 o'clock. General admission $20, door sales only. So they're a klezmer band. You know, klezmer's traditional Jewish music. Wild, spirited and haunting. 3 top musicians and a celebrated composer have joined together in their love of klezmer, the feisty 19th century folk music of the Jewish people. Right. So they used to be in the symphony orchestra, by the way. So, you know, they know how to play. Yeah. So, isn't it great? I mean, there's a lot of stuff about them here, but just turn up because klezmer music is so much fun. A friend of mine, Jonathan Besser, used to have a klezmer band, and you just always have a good night. So go out there to Norsewood, the old thingamy, what's it called? The old dairy factory, 8 o'clock on Saturday. General admission, $20. On Sunday, Chris is taking, Chris Peterson, he's taking the Mount Holdsworth family bushwalk. Obviously, that's out at Mount Holdsworth. It's on Sunday from 10 till 2. It's part of Conservation Week again. Join Chris for a guided tour of some of New Zealand's pristine indigenous forest. He'll share stories from his great many years wandering the Tararua Ranges, and it's a good chance to learn about New Zealand forest ecosystems. Free, open to the public, limited numbers, so maybe contact Chris at Chris P, that's like just put the letter P after Chris, at wise.net.nz. Chris P at wise.net.nz for the Mount Holdsworth Family Bush Walk, 10 o'clock on Sunday. Out at Mount Holdsworth. You know how to get there. There you are. Don't say I didn't tell you. Oh, this will be fun. The Wairarapa Dragon Boat, well, it says fun here, Club Fun Regatta. It's at Henley Lake. Obviously, that's where you always get to see those things. Or maybe participate. Let's see. So it's on Sunday from 10:30 to 2:30. That's their fun regatta for new and experienced paddlers, kicking off the new dragon boat season. Teams will be made up on the day. Neat. From various combinations of paddlers. A great opportunity for new paddlers to get a taste of racing, including the famous Round the Islands race, learn from experienced paddlers and get to understand why the Wellington region is the dragon boat capital of New Zealand and maybe the world. Cost is $10 a paddler. That's if you want to participate. I mean, other people just like to go and watch, don't they? You know, we used to walk our dogs around the lake and often there'd be paddling going on, just practices and things, and it's always great to watch. So it says contact your local dragon boat club to take part in this event. So you're just going to have to Google that. Look up the Wairarapa dragon boat thing. If you want to register and be one of the paddlers. Otherwise, just turn up and watch. Well, as I've said, it is Wairarapa Conservation Week. So as it nears the end, then they've got to have a closing event, don't they? So Pukaha Mount Bruce, the National Wildlife Centre up there towards, well, it's at Mount Bruce, on your way to Eki. Sunday from 11 till 12:30, this is a free event. It's the closing of Conservation Week acknowledged through the unveiling of a memorial bench seat commemorating 50 years of Conservation Week in Aotearoa. It's by invitation only, open to representatives from any community conservation group. So, well, that's interesting. It says invitation only, but contact Aidan Broughton from DOC if you'd like to attend. Obviously, it's not just anybody, so if you know enough to probably participate in that, then you'll know who Aidan is. Get in touch. Turn up. Right, it's the Featherston Booktown Volunteer Huihuinga Thank You Party. So, you know, lots of volunteers helped out during Book Week, and this is their way of saying thanks. It's at the Kiwi Hall in Featherston, Sunday 3:30 to 5, obviously free because they're saying thank you, aren't they? Giving something back. It was the Featherston Booktown Board of Trustees like to invite you to an afternoon tea and feedback session, in more ways than one, for Featherston Booktown 2019 volunteers, supporters and friends. But I did note that they said you might be interested in volunteering in another year. Turn up. They want to celebrate you too. All right, so just to remind you when and where that is, the Featherston Booktown Volunteer Huinga Thank You Party, Kiwi Hall, which is on Bell Street in Featherston, 3:30 on Sunday. Time for some more music. I've got something teed up by Aradna. Which one is it though? What's it called? Wake Up, which is a good encouragement because I need to. All right, enjoy. Thank you, Aradna. I think I'm woken up now. well, as far as I can be. So, ko Arrow FM tēnei te reo irirangi o Wairarapa. Did I say Wairarapa? This is a new place you haven't heard of yet, but it exists in my head. Wairarapa. What more can I tell you? I can tell you that on Monday, the Wairarapa Music Co-Creation Meetup is happening. Well, they've got a bunch of them. They happen at Wairarapa Heart of Arts, Toi Wairarapa, on High Street North, on Carterton, 47, in case you don't know where it is. On Tuesday from 6:30 to 8, this is Jonas. You know, Jonas Coker, is that his? Yeah. Multi-instrumentalist, fabulous guy, plays sitar and drums and just about anything you can pick up and tune and create beautiful sounds with. Jonas can do that. And he has these co-creation workshops. And that's, let's see, it's happening on Tuesday, 6:30 at Heart of Arts, Toi Wairarapa, 47 High Street North. What does he say about it? He says, our weekly open workshops are back, now in new cosy venue at Heart of Arts. Intention, he's left out words like the here, just to compress it. Intention is to come together, meet others in quite unusual way, have some fun, learn every week something new, discover rare musical instruments and jam freely, as well as relax or listen to the silence. All the previous participants managed to get over the fear and enjoy the jamming. It's pretty easy, because our instruments are designed the way that you can't do any mistakes. Literal harmony. Sounds nice. You could just go there and just lose yourself to the music. Be fabulous, wouldn't it? So that's on Toi Wairarapa, 47 High Street North, Carterton, Tuesday, 6:30. Now here's a workshop that might be really useful for lots of people. Don't get hooked. How to spot scams and fraudulent emails. Yeah. A lot of people get sucked in by these, and look, those that are really computer literate needn't look down their noses at people who get pulled in, because it's more and more plausible. So we need to protect ourselves against that. This is at the Copthorne Hotel and Resort, Solway Park, Wednesday from 1 till 4. So you do have to pay, but you're going to learn a lot. So if you just want to register and turn up, $47, but if you want registration and 1 year scam protection sub, that's $97. How do you buy tickets? Here's a number. Are you ready? 0800 646 994. 0800 646 994. This person says, the principal factor leading to the success of scam email is user vulnerability. Right. Your company's best line of defense is education. So they're not just talking about some older person perhaps at home. They're also talking about companies. That's how vulnerable we all are. During this 3-hour event, you will learn how to spot scam or fraudulent emails, how to create strong passwords, the importance of two-factor authentication, so that's where you've got a password, but also you might have to get a message on your phone. Password managers, what they are and how they benefit your business. So it is, I think they're focusing on businesses, but there are a lot of just individuals out there that could benefit from this. Your hosts are Onyx IT Solutions Limited, and this is what they say about themselves. They're forward-thinking and professional IT services business with a proven track record in providing innovative IT solutions across Wairarapa and Greater Wellington. So what is that? Again, it's the Don't Get Hooked, How to Spot Scams and Fraudulent Emails workshop, session, whatever. Copthorne Hotel at Solway Park, Wednesday, 1 till 4. You can buy tickets, as I said, from 0800 646 994. Now, here's an important one. Meet the candidates. This is the Greytown one. So Greytown Town Hall, which is, right there, bang in the middle, 89 Main Street, Greytown. Free event, Wednesday, 7 till 9. Wednesday, right? Come along, hear what your local body candidates are offering. Brief opportunities to ask questions may be provided, but questions must be submitted to the meeting chairperson in writing. That's to prevent really mischievous stuff, I guess. That's an interesting one, though. I suppose it's necessary. So if you want to submit your question, Greytown Lion Secretary, all one word, at gmail.com. Greytown Lion Secretary at gmail.com, because it's a Lions Club of Greytown project, this. Meet the candidate. They haven't got an S on that, but there's got to be more than one candidate, right? Meet the candidates, Greytown Town Hall, 7 till 9 on Wednesday. That's pretty much all I got. Just to remind you that there's plenty of ongoing things. For example, lots of wonderful exhibitions still on at Aratoi. Their Wairarapa Embroiderers Guild exhibition was a short exhibition of 9 days, I think, and they've already had 7 of them. So this Friday, well, they've had 6 of them, I don't know. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, your last chance to get to this joyous variety of embroidery styles created by members of the guild, the Wairarapa Embroiderers Guild. All right, let's have another song before I think of a little bit more to say. So I think, who was I going to have? I think we're going to have Anika Moore. Yeah, Youthful. Anika Moore being something that I'm not.
I'm just a schoolgirl living in a fantasy world. Now I'm outspoken. Walked around for a couple of years, trying to convince myself it was a plan, I was to understand it. They said things to me like, you're so beautiful. We spoke about the things like, how much do you charge? You're youthful, can't hide behind that face. You're so youthful. Sit tight and stare. Oh, silence stalks me, pushes me through. I feel so broken. Turn the lights on a couple of times to see if you would exchange. I would not know if you turned them off. They said things to me like, you're so wonderful. They spoke about the things like, I love you, 'cause you're youthful. Can't hide behind that face. You're so youthful. Sit tight and stare.
Anika more being all youthful there, which I will never be, but I'll probably feel a little bit more like it after I've had a cup of coffee. So, e whai ake nei, pretty much time to say goodbye. That's coming up next is goodbye. All right. I want to thank Trust House for sponsoring the program, and all of our fabulous sponsors, grant bodies and things that help keep Access Radio going in the Wairarapa. And as I said before, not just Access Radio, but television as well. So we're a media channel, aren't we? Thank you very much, Trust House. Thank you also to Marston Lands Trust, who've given us a really excellent deal on this fabulous building that we're in. We couldn't exist, obviously, without the support of these groups that are here to help make and maintain great services in the Wairarapa. Thank you. All right, time to go. Talk to you next week. Bye.